I know in my last video, pretty much everyone agreed that the Capisco was an awesome chair, but there were a couple of people who said that, it was out of their budget. And I agree that chairs can be expensive, although they do tend to last you for, 10 years or more if you buy the right chair. This, the HÅG Capisco Puls, is an awesome chair, and it's based on the Capisco. But this chair is a lot more cost effective, possibly because it doesn't have that Norwegian wool. So if you like the Capisco and you don't want to spend the same amount of budget, then this might be for you. I think this chair is absolutely awesome. It is a different experience. That rigid back, that back will provide you with the same amount of support. Is it going to be as comfortable? Well, that's up to you. Personally, I like the rigid back sometimes. Sometimes I want the padding, sometimes I want a harder back. If I had both of these chairs in the studio, I'd probably swap between them. We all remember what it was like at school. You didn't have a padded chair, you just had hard back chairs. And you never put up a fight about that, you never complained about that. A lot of people do like hard back chairs. So realistically, the choice is down to you. I think we just get used to sitting on the sofa. We just get used to padded, comfortable chairs. What is more conducive to working? Is it going to be the hardback chair? Maybe it is. I kind of like this chair. I think it has a nice working feel to it. It can do all of the things that the standard Capisco, which is more expensive. So, yeah, completely your choice. This is more cost effective though. Part of the reason the Capisco Puls is so different from the standard Capisco is the fact that it's rigid. It's not padded with the thick Norwegian wool that I spoke about with the HÅG Capisco. As you can see, rigid. The arms are actually hollow. How do I feel about this? It's actually a tougher, more sturdier experience on your back. Not sturdier as in the rest will be moving. Obviously the rest on the HÅG Capisco doesn't move, but yeah, it will just feel different on your back. And for those who don't like the padded experience, and there are plenty of people out there, you just might prefer this. So yeah, it's the same shape though. This colour goes very well with the colour that I have. Now, I have this because I'm doing the interview with Wacom and I wanted two Capisco chairs in the studio. So we both had a chair to sit on, and I thought, what would be nicer than two Capiscos? And I thought it'd be nice to have two that were similar but not identical. And yeah, the Puls, kind of really went with that, and the matching colours as well. But as you can see, this looks and feels very different, so I don't know which one I'm going to choose yet. But yeah, I really love the feel of that. It reminds me very much of those school chairs. But yeah, I really can't wait to try this out. And of course, I've got that white metal again, and that goes really well with the Ergotron arm, the ergonomic Ergotron arm as well that I've got now as well. So yeah, absolutely love this, and I love the hollow arms as well. So yeah, great. The base comes in its 5-tier leg formation, again in white with 5 black wheels, all pivoting and it has these lovely grips. And I can tell you, if you're barefoot or just wearing socks, as I often am in the studio, this feels absolutely great as a kind of foot massage. And that is absolutely great. It's very low profile, easily moves around. These wheels have great traction. There's not much to say about this. This is a foot base, but again, that white metal really works for me in my white studio. It does come in a range of colours, absolutely spectacular, but this is a really well made and solid chair. The gas lift, I've gone for the smaller size here. Here I've got the actual seat itself. As you can see, it's come in this kind of a shower cap. I'll just take that off there. Now you can see the seat itself is padded, and again it's got that green colour that very much matches the HÅG Capisco that I already have. It's a lovely colour. You can get this in a lot of different colours. Check out the website for that. Underneath it has got that very hard plastic though, and the matching colour, of course. There's a little leaflet there about the Capisco Puls, which I will not read to you, but it has several levers for adjusting the chair. One is up and down, one is backwards and forwards. I'll show you all of those when the chair's together. And of course there's an instruction manual. Moving on. Time to put the chair together. And that's it. Seemed pretty simple, didn't it? This chair has a higher gas lift than my other Capisco chair, so I'm interested to see just how high this chair can go. At the moment this is set to the lowest level. Bit more, there we go. My feet are actually off of the ground. And that's actually quite high. You'd be forgiven for thinking at first sight that the Capisco is more comfortable than the Capisco Puls. The hard back is forgivingly comfortable, and that padded seat is brilliant. The Capisco, while it's very padded and very comfortable, the Capisco Puls is a lot more cost effective, and that hard back is amazingly comfortable. As I mentioned, old school seats were amazingly comfortable for their hard back. And did you know that HÅG started off making school seats in the very beginning, so they know a lot about hardback seats? And yeah, this is an amazingly comfortable seat. You can still sit forwards on it and still put your legs over those arms. You can still rest and have your chest against it. There's a lot to be said for that hard back. When you compare the two chairs, I mentioned about the Capisco in my previous review being absolutely brilliant in terms of space saving, and the Capisco Puls is even smaller. This one in particular goes higher, and at its minimum height isn't that much taller, so realistically you could have a taller chair for even cheaper than the smallest Capisco. Realistically, in comparison, you're not losing that much padding, but you're getting a lot cheaper seat. I love this to bits. They are slightly different seats. Really, I've got to say, the experience, while it's different, it's really a personal choice, and I say that about a lot of different things, but it really comes down to you and what you are comfortable with. I've got to say, I do enjoy them both. I'd probably go for the padded Capisco with that lovely Norwegian wool. but the Capisco Puls is absolutely great. Now, this chair isn't supposed to be used for as many hours during the day, so if you're an artist who uses your chair for, say, more than 16 hours a day, then you should go for the Capisco rather than the Capisco Puls. However, you shouldn't be using a chair for that many hours a day. You know, you want to try standing more. You want to try various different positions. And that's the idea behind the Capisco design in general, is to get you to try different positions. I love the designs. I think that hard back is very, very comfortable on my chest. I'd love to hear your thoughts, feelings and comments on this chair and on the Capisco that I showed you before. If you haven't watched that video yet, check it out. And yeah, let me know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe for more ergonomic videos, more tech related videos for artists, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Stay tuned.